Welcome back to In the Slant preseason edition. As right now, of course, we are in the midst of the preseason, waiting for the regular season as preseason week 1 just went by. We have a couple things to go over, but at first, I want to see how the boys are feeling. Did you get any preseason football time in? How are you guys overall feeling of preseason week 1 so far?
I'm going to be honest, I kind of slacked this week on preseason. I didn't really watch any of the games or any of the highlights. I saw like a couple highlights of certain receivers and stuff. But
Listen, we are a football podcast.
Yeah.
You have to be watching every single game on every monitor you have. But what are your guys' overall thoughts, Jared and Scott?
I liked it. I think the Ravens did pretty good. Obviously, we're like the best preseason team ever. So, and I got a little clips in here. I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched a little bit.
Yeah, Sam, I caught a little bit. I was working, but I caught what I could see, but went back, watched some highlights, stuff like that, and it looked exciting. A lot of teams going off, a lot of young players doing great. So
a lot of people fighting for their spots.
Oh yeah,
roster.
for sure.
There's a little bit of roster cuts today, of course, as well, but we're not going to go over those because they're not going to be like
super big, yeah.
super significant. But yeah,
because I think you got to get down to. I think each team needs to get down to 85 today.
Yeah, like 85 today or something.
Well, Thursday.
Like that.
Oh, yeah, there's some more.
Well, there's some cuts today that, like, Washington cut a guy that's been on the team for a while, but, like, stuff like that is going to go down and stuff like that. But regardless, we want to go ahead and go over a couple of things. So we want to start a mini-series before regular season starts where we rank our each position. We're going to be doing top 5 wide receivers today, our own opinions. So we had each one of us made our own list, top 5. You can take that into some fantasy advice or just overall advice if you're just wanting to know what your top or wanting to make your own top 5 and stuff like that. And then we're going to do top 5 running backs tomorrow. But one thing we do have to go over with the preseason is the Zach Wilson injury was definitely the biggest thing for sure. No crazy injuries. Like there probably was some that I'm not even considering, but like Zach Wilson going down was probably the scariest thing for New York Jets fans. Just saw him throw like a pick 6 in the preseason. I don't know if that was his first throw or whatever it was, but it was not a good play. The linebacker read him like a book and just took it to the end zone. And then next possession or whatever it was, Zach Wilson, scrambles out, goes for a little bit of a juke, and goes down and comes up limping. And I thought for sure non-contact, I thought for sure it was ACL injury, but apparently it is not. The Jets got good news, but if it was an ACL, I don't even know what Jets fans would do, honestly.
I know all Jets fans are gasping for air when they see him go down, especially after having a great offseason like they did. Losing their quarterback would be scary, but thankfully that didn't happen. He went through surgery and he's doing good.
So Jets fans, don't get down. You guys still might have a shot.
Hey, but Joe Flacco ain't bad. He ain't a bad backup.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he is.
So if Zach Wilson was out for the season, I think I could rely on Joe Flacco a little bit.
Yeah,
I feel like he'd probably make better reads than Zach Wilson at this current moment right now. Zach Wilson's still learning too.
He's a veteran, so I mean, him being there and hopefully he's there long enough to help Wilson when he comes back. Yeah, but
and he's a good. I feel like that's a good help. I mean,
no,
I'm not saying that Joe Flacco was like ever like a bit top quarterback, but he was always like a solid quarterback.
Yeah, when he was younger, he was really good.
Yeah, I saw that Joe
ring.
Flacco right now is in line to probably start against the Ravens week 1.
Oh yeah,
so that'll be
excited for that.
Oh my god,
that'll be an interesting storyline. Joe Flacco versus his former team, and Flacco still wants a spot in the NFL. So
he did already talk about that. People were asking if he felt like any remorse or something against us, but it's like no, you know what I mean. He's been off the team for a while.
He's gonna go to. Is it in Baltimore or is it in New York? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I think it's in Baltimore.
He's gonna head there and just literally kick you guys.
That's not happening. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Imagine.
No.
Flacco goes in there, drops 5 tutties on you.
Oh
not happening. If he drops 5, Lamar's dropping 6.
No, but tomorrow we want to go over like actual preseason plays, but today we want to focus on top 5 wide receivers for each of us, like where we rank each wide receiver. So we don't want to go over. There's not a ton to go over other than that Zach Wilson injury, which prayers up, and apparently he's going to be okay. So thankfully that he's fine. That's great. So
the Milf Destroyer lives.
Yeah,
huge for Jets fans. Huge.
Yeah, huge. I mean, bro, they already lost Mekhi Becton, losing Zach Wilson on top of that. Like, there's a little bit of optimism with the Jets this year. That was literally taken out if Wilson was going to be out for the whole
especially
season.
In their division too. Like, because like you don't know who's going to like take it and like.
I mean, you put the Bills probably in the forefront, and then Patriots. Obviously, both those teams made the playoffs.
I'm not. I've been hearing things that Mac Jones has been struggling to learn the new offensive.
We don't even know who the offensive coordinator is there.
I don't.
Bill Belichick doesn't name or titles or whatever. He doesn't believe in titles apparently. That's what Bill Belichick.
So everybody's
says.
a head coach there.
Yeah, apparently. All right, boys. Top 5 wide receivers. Again, take this into your fantasy advice if you want. We each made a list. We want to go ahead and start with the snub/honorable mentions before we actually get into the top 5.
But also, if people want, they should leave their top 5 down in the comments.
Go ahead and leave your top 5 if you want to go and rank your own top 5. the comment section below. Let me know what you guys agree and disagree with. So we're gonna go with snubs first. I wrote down some snubs, so I don't know if you guys have snubs written down, but you could probably just like piggyback. So I have 5 that I kind of left off the list, but I'll go one by one. My first major snub is probably Debo Samuel.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Neither one of you guys know Debo Samuel?
He's on my top 5.
I didn't even have him on my top 5.
Huh? Okay. Is there anybody else you guys have off the list?
I had DeAndre Hopkins off the list.
Oh, I didn't even think about him.
Yeah,
either.
I didn't put him in my top 5.
I don't think I would have had him in top 5
So
either,
this
anyway.
might be a little bit different, but my honorable mention that I just, like, it was really between because I'm gonna give a 4 hint that Debo is my number 5 spot. It was between him and Chase, so Chase is the honorable mention I left out of my top 5 list. It was literally between those two on who got the 5 spot. I just chose Debo because he's more versatile, is why I chose him. I guess.
That was your biggest honorable mention?
Yeah, just Jamar Chase was the one I was debating.
I mean, I also had Terry McLaurin.
Off the list? Yeah, me too. I had Terry. I had Terry McLaurin off the list. DK Metcalf's not on there for me.
Damn, I forgot about him too.
He would have made the top 5.
AJ Brown's not on my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe another big one because he was so hot last year, I don't have Jamar Chase in there either. And it's nothing against him. It's just that was his rookie year, and I just want to see it again, and he'll probably be top 5 next year for sure. So anybody else you guys want to
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen was honorable mention too, yeah.
Okay. You guys ready to reveal number 5?
Yeah, but I already said mine, so I'll just say it real quick again. I had Debo Samuel on my number 5 spot.
Okay. So
I had Jamar.
Chase?
Yep.
Okay, so
Chase
you rolling the rookie train there?
Oh yeah, he looked good. Oh yeah.
I got Justin Jefferson.
Me too. I have Justin Jefferson at number 5. So I love Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
And I will say for fantasy purposes, I probably would have had him way higher, but like I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about this fantasy-wise. I was just kind of thinking about this, like, who's done it longer.
JJ's the number 1 wide receiver fantasy-wise.
Yeah,
not even close.
He's also consistent. He just didn't have a one good rookie year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Justin
still
Jefferson's
produces for
awesome.
sure.
So, yeah, I have him listed at number 5. So, that is going to be my number 5.
So, JJ, Chase, Debo, 5 spots so far.
Okay. Number 4. Go ahead and name your number 4.
My number 4 is, I have Stefan Diggs at my number 4 spot.
I have Diggs too as well.
I got Debo.
Debo is 4 over Justin Jefferson.
I have Justin Jefferson higher, so.
I wonder, who did you leave off your list?
I can't believe I left Debo off mine. That's insane.
You'll find out.
Wait, I feel like low key. I feel like
somebody he left off that's like crazy.
He has MVS at 1, I think.
Yeah. I got Randall Cobb at number 3.
This man probably doesn't have Cup in his list.
I got Cup.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you better come on.
No, Adams ain't there because he's like,
he hates you towards him, huh?
Where I was gonna put him was really debatable. So you guys, just wait. We got
okay.
Hold on. Your 4th was.
My 4th was Debo.
Okay.
Your number 4 was.
Me and him were both Diggs.
Okay, my 4 was Tyreek Hill. And
okay,
I think some people.
I forgot about Tyreek Hill. That's a good honorable mention.
Yeah.
Some people
good honorable mention.
Tyreek Hill. I feel like just because he's fast, I mean, he's a freaking beast. You see what he's done in Kansas City for years. He's literally
put that team on their. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver you have to game plan for. So for me, Tyreek Hill is 100%
top 5
for me.
Easily.
That's just how I feel about it.
Imagine having to watch Tyreek Hill 2 times a year, every year, just burn your whole
There's
defense.
not many DBs that can keep up.
I'm
with
glad that we don't have
him.
He's a deep threat.
You have to game plan for Tyreek Hill. So like I thought for sure like you have to base your game plan around Tyreek. I mean, you can make the argument for a lot of these guys, obviously, but
with the speed of Hill though,
is it weird that even though I'm not saying that Tyreek Hill is not a top 5 wide receiver because I mean he could be, but the only reason I didn't put him there is maybe like just because of Waddle. Like even though it's top 5 rankings, I still like kind of look at like what other weapons they have, and like I'm not as high on Tyreek Hill because they got Jalen Waddle there that is like a stud too.
You also got to think about their quarterback situations too. I mean, he's going to Tua, but he's going to bring like the best out of Tua. Honestly,
I feel like
Tua's getting that arm intact, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be dangerous.
I feel like Hill's done enough at Kansas City to earn his top 5.
Oh yeah, that's why I had him in top 5.
So that means Jared's next one's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
and he's been doing it longer than Justin Jefferson.
You guessed it, buddy.
So we're number 3 now.
Yeah, number 3.
All right, so I got JJ at the number 3 spot. I think he's proven it. Top 3 receiver in my opinion, and my top 3 was the easiest thing ever. Like, I mean, maybe you can change the order of my top 3, but my top 3 were solidified, and there was like nothing I could change about that.
Dustin just named mine. It was Tyreek Hill.
So. Yeah,
you did have Tyreek Hill.
I had JJ too.
Okay.
JJ.
Wait, so Skyler's top 5 right now. 5 is Jamar Chase, 4 is Debo, 3 is JJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay.
No, I don't mind the list.
Okay, so I think I'm starting to see who Skylar left off, which I think is crazy. By the way, but my number 3 is this guy, Stefan Diggs. I have Stefan Diggs as the top 3.
One spot
Yeah,
higher
I don't
than
have
us.
Diggs on my list.
That's crazy.
That
to
was
me.
an honorable mention for me.
That's crazy. That Stefan Diggs.
Stefan Diggs made my 4 spot easy. Like obviously the top 3 was easy. I was like, who do I want my 4 spot? I was like, I got third Diggs.
What-
I mean, don't get me wrong, dude's a baller, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought that these 5 receivers were gonna have a better year this year.
And
than
before all
they
you
did.
Chiefs fans say I didn't put Tyreek Hill on my top 5 list because I'm a hater. I love Tyreek Hill.
Bro, they
I didn't even
don't
think
like
of
him
him.
anymore.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say one thing.
That's
I wanted
He had to
He
trade
said
his ass.
Patrick Mahomes' his ass. That's what he said. Tyreek Hill.
I wanted to put AJ Brown on my top 5. When healthy though. When healthy, I think he's
I like AJ Brown.
definitely
I
up
see a lot
there.
of wide
too.
receiver talent in the NFL. So
Especially like those young guys too, like that you were naming off, like DK and all them. It's like
Yeah.
any of them can like make a year where they're top 5. So like you kind of just like
That's why
Honestly,
you picked
if,
the
if DK still had Russ, he'd probably be in my top 5.
I don't know. I
If
think
DK
these
had a better quarterback, oh my gosh, dude! Like DK's gonna.
that's true.
light
I can't
it
really.
up,
I didn't
dude.
even think about that. Oh, DK would not have been on my top 5.
No,
overall.
these
He's
top
been in my
5,
top 5,
these guys
dude.
definitely
why
earned
do
a
you guys
spot.
keep sleeping on Drew Lock? I need to know this.
Drew Lock. He didn't make it in Denver, man. I mean, it's his new chance. We don't know what he's gonna look
remember
like.
the year that Drew Lock was coming out of the draft? What I can't remember what year it was,
I don't know.
but
either.
I remember that like
Wasn't it the same year as Daniel Jones and Dwayne Haskins? I
yeah,
feel
I'm
like?
pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was that.
So,
year.
but
Rest
I
in
remember
peace, by
I
the
wanted
way.
Drew Lock so bad at that point because there's like every year, you know how the Raiders fans go through that whole Carr thing where like we don't know if we want Carr. So at one year I wanted Drew Lock, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't get him.
Yeah, for real. All right, number 2 and number 1.
My number 2 spot, you already know who I
I think
have.
we
Cooper
all already
Kupp.
have the same number 1 and number 2.
I got Cup.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah.
You have Cup number 2.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is still. Or
What do you-
Aaron
what do
Rodgers.
you have, Kupp
Devontae
number 2?
Adams.
Yep.
I
Still
have
top
I have
2.
Devontae number 2.
He's not 2.
And Cup number
No.
1.
I have Cup number
No.
1.
I have Adams number 1.
Bro, just being, I know it's like goes without saying, but the triple crown, being a triple crown winner, I think is like, it's crazy to me. Like, I don't know, man. I just had to have Cooper Kupp number.
It was hard to choose between them two because
I mean, like
they
I
def
said,
can be number 1.
and like
both.
like I said in my list that because I have Cup at number 2. Like I said, I think JJ Cup or Adams. Literally, it could go in any order, and I would not be mad. Like those are just my top 3 solidified in my opinion.
I just made my top 5 right now as we're speaking. Because all these guys, like you said, they can all be number 1.
Yeah.
But
I
who you?
went
But
off
if,
them stats,
if you
dude.
are
Cup
picking a
almost
wide
dropped
receiver,
2,000.
who are you picking first in the fantasy draft, though?
If
No, I ain't telling you that.
wait,
I
like
ain't
what?
saying
Wait,
Based on last year, I think that's easy to say.
I think JJ's my number 1 wide receiver off the board. If I had
Go
to
ahead and
choose.
say
Cup.
it. You're not fooling anybody. You drafted Ronald Jones in round 3 last year.
Chill.
Yeah, he
He's
said
a
Cup.
sleeper, bro. He's a sleeper. I was hoping for the best. And then
I
they got
would say
DeAndre, and I was just like, okay.
Cup's
would
not
say-
bad, but they just got Allen Robinson. You gotta look
Yeah.
at that shit too.
And they could still get OBJ back and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that's the only reason Cooper Cup even falls on like my fantasy tier list.
and same thing
of,
with
like,
Adams. You know,
receivers.
you guys have
His
Darren Waller
receiving
and
yards
Humphrey.
were crazy though.
But no,
He
Adams
almost
is
broke
far,
2K.
I know,
Adams
but you
is
guys got
far down on the
Renfro and
fantasy
Waller
league.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or are you saying if you take him first, huh?
Well, I thought Brady was just asking who would be the first wide receiver you would take off the
That's
list.
what I
Who
was
would it be?
asking.
JJ.
JJ.
Yeah, I
Cup.
think I would too,
I'll take
based
Cup.
off what the comments have been about Kevin O'Connell, or what Kevin O'Connell has said about Justin Jefferson, like what they might do with him in the offense this year. Although you are relying on Kirk Cousins over Matthew Stafford.
Top 100 player in the NFL.
That top 100 list is stupid.
Who's that by? PFF?
Huh?
Who's
No,
that?
or
Who's,
what? I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention to it, but every
think
single
NFL makes
Washington
it.
fan was so pissed that Terry McLaurin wasn't on it.
dude, I don't even. That,
And they
that
had
list
Kyle
was stupid.
Juszczyk over him, or
I
something
feel like that list was a joke, just to be funny.
No, I think it was real. I was by
Well, I
somebody
think it's a joke.
with credibility. I don't know who made the list. I don't know if it was ESPN or what. I
Derek-
wasn't paying attention.
Derek
to it.
Carr 65 keeps sleeping. Top 10 player in the league. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they didn't have Terry. They had Kyle Juszczyk apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, we gotta finish at number 1, obviously, because I don't think we like really or Adams Cup.
And I
Yeah.
had Cup at number 1. Although they're literally interchangeable.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like I said, Debo, Chase, DK. There's so much wide receiver talent in the NFL. Deandre Hopkins is someone I kind of forgot about just because of like the whole PED situation. But I don't know, man. Like,
I don't even think. I don't even know if
if I'd put
healthy.
him there.
Yeah, even healthy, I don't know if he would be in my. He'd be an honorable mention for sure. He'd be one of the guys I think about, but he wouldn't be on my top 5 list even if he was fully healthy.
no, for sure. I don't know if I would have him there at all. Like Cooper Kupp, Adams, Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson. Like
you
I
say
just,
Keenan Allen at all? I don't know if I
yeah,
said
you
him or not.
mentioned,
Yeah, we
okay,
yeah.
mentioned
we
him
talked about
earlier.
Keenan.
Mike Williams. Debo Samuel, put him up there.
No,
Stop.
If you ain't throwing Keenan Allen in your top 5, Mike Williams is not close to touching top 5.
Third and Renfro should be in here too.
Top 50 player in the league.
Romeo Dobbs. He's going to get in there.
All right, boys. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about rookies that excited us in the preseason, and then we're also going to do our top 5 running backs, but that was our top 5 wide receivers, and then talking about Zach Wilson a little bit, and then next week hopefully we have even more to talk about, and then we'll do like top 5 quarterbacks, top 5 tight ends, and we'll just keep doing it, having a little fun with it, and kind of seeing where we're ranking people as we go along in this little series until regular season. And of course, we'll get into some more aggressive stuff with predictions and all sorts of stuff. Like, obviously, we're not going to predict preseason games, but like once we get regular season, we're going to do pick'ems every week, and then we're going to talk about what happened the previous week and stuff like that. So just stay tuned, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys like this video and, of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. But for now, this is In the Slant. We'll see you all tomorrow. Saying peace.